Welcome to the Natural Farm Terroir JC channel. In this channel, I'm going to introduce you about Japanese culture. Today, I'm going to talk about the traditional Japanese tea ceremony, especially about chaji, which means a formal tea gathering. Have you ever joined the traditional Japanese tea ceremony? Some people may have an experience to join the Japanese tea ceremony at a sightseeing spot like Kyoto in Japan. However, usually that is an informal tea gathering, so-called chakai. The chakai is a relatively simple course hospitality that includes confections and sinti, which is so-called usucha. The chakai is a part of the chaji. Chaji is a full-course formal tea gathering. The ultimate goal of people who are learning Japanese tea ceremony is participating in the chaji. So, before the start of learning the traditional Japanese tea ceremony, you are better to know what the chaji is and what the goal of learning the traditional Japanese tea ceremony is. First of all, let me explain about this phrase, Ichigo Ichie. Ichigo Ichie is stated by the founder of tea ceremony, Senno Rikyu. He says that tea ceremony can be explained by this simple phrase. Ichigo Ichie is translated as one time, one meeting. This is once in a lifetime opportunity. The underlying principle of Ichigo Ichie is that we have this moment, it will never be the same again. So each moment and meeting are very special. Please show your utmost respect and sincere hospitality to your guests to make the guest experience beautiful and as pleasant as possible. One more important phrase is Wakei Seijuku. Wakei Seijuku literally means harmony, respect, purity, and tranquility. Wakei Seijuku is the essential nature of Japanese tea ceremony. It means that mutual respect is needed between people with different views to live in harmony and arises only from a pure and calm state of mind. These phrases are very important knowledge you should know to learn and do the Japanese tea ceremony. Now, let me explain about chaji. This is a flowchart of chaji, which means formal tea gathering. I will explain about this flowchart one by one. In summer, we start from kaiseki, which is traditional course dishes served at a tea ceremony. On the other hand, in winter, we start from the first sumitemae, charcoal setting procedure, to warm our guest because it's so cold in winter in Japan. Next, the host serves kaiseki to the guest. Kaiseki is a really full-course meal with yakimono, grilled food, aemono, vegetables and fishes with Japanese dressing, and tsukemono, pickles, and so on. It's a rare treat. And of course, we can enjoy drinking Japanese sake. After the kaiseki, we'll have Japanese sweets, the main sweets. After that, take a break so-called nakadachi. In the meantime, the host cleans a room where guests enjoy the kaiseki and make new arrangement for having Japanese tea ceremony again, and welcome the guest again. This is the sound of a dollar. This is a signal to tell you your seat is ready. Please come in. After going back to the chashitsu, tea room, the tea time starts. In the tea ceremony, you can enjoy a lot of things by using your all five senses. Especially, you can enjoy the sound, such as the sound of pouring hot water or boiling sound in the okama tea kettle, and so on. Because the tea ceremony is usually conducted in very quiet circumstances. There are two types of tea. One is koicha, thick tea. The other is uscha, thin tea. For making koicha, thick tea, we use powdered tea twice as much as thin tea, and the amount of hot water is less than that for making thin tea. It's impossible to do because of coronavirus, but usually if you have 3 guests in the tea room, they drink koicha from the same bowl that's passed around. The main event in Choji is drinking koicha, thick tea. In order to enhance deliciousness of koicha, every procedure like kaiseki or charcoal temae and so on in Choji are performed. Choji is a tea ceremony to taste the deliciousness of koicha. Drinking koicha, thick tea is the highlight of Choji. Finally, a thin tea is served by the host. This is the end of Choji. Choji is the goal of learning traditional tea ceremony. I'm a beginner. I just started learning Japanese tea ceremony and now planning to introduce you what I learned step by step in my channel. So let's learn about traditional Japanese tea ceremony with me from now on. Thank you for watching Natural Farm Terroir JC channel. Please subscribe my channel and see you again. Thank you.